So you talked a little bit about product improvements versus process improvements in that workflow, your journey you were showing earlier. Can you give us an example of a process improvement that ultimately led to a product improvement or the other way around?
It all boils down to the action plan strategy for your organization or a facility if you're dealing with hospitals. Sometimes it's a combination of both. You might be dealing with the organization process improvement, or it's more organization and combination of both hospitals and organization. What I do is organize the action plan for any feature or product that I'm working on. Example for the process improvement that I can think of is with my first use case where a device has been activated and there is a support ticket that is opened, and then how the person gets reconciled for that issue, right? Or the user reconciled with that issue. In my action plan strategy, I normally include the areas I want to focus on for improvement. That will help me to map and tie those back to the product goals that I'm working on. And then what initiatives am I going to implement and what actions should I be taking to implement that? Who and what will be impacted? Meaning, are the engineering teams impacted? Is there a legal process there? So all these have to be understood upfront before you go deep into execution. Otherwise, these are all surprises and hiccups when you're in execution to handle these. And identifying the possible barriers and how to overcome. So example would be when you have a ticket that you want to solve for, support ticket, do you really have a customer support team, right? If you don't have a customer support team, what happens to those issues that users are complaining about? Who is going to handle that? What is the plan in place? So all those should be all baked into this action plan strategy that I normally have. So you kind of tend to ask those questions around what if, right? It's very important. What if questions are super vital. So you're at least, whether you're solving for the problem or not, at least you're asking the right questions. So your partners are also thinking along those lines to help you with the right execution of the product.
What if, for example, you get lots of people asking for support and you don't have a process for that, right? I've been in that situation, and on the flip side, as a product, maybe it's great to have an easy, contact support button, but what happens when the person contacts, maybe you'll get an avalanche. Are you prepared for that? Those are all relevant questions.
And who are you and what is your user base? And if you have thousands and millions of users on your app, and if you don't have a proper customer support team to support them with their questions, then your product ratings are definitely going to go down.
Right. Because the supporting process is not there.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a great point.